again, instead of writing the microservices Spring Boot applications from the fresh or from the base, there is something available on internet which makes life easier for the developers. How many of you know Spring Boot application, where it is from? Spring Boot is a framework provided by actually Pivotal. Okay, my ex company, by the way, I was working for Pivotal. So Pivotal is the company who started the Spring Boot framework long back, I believe. So they provide a tool called, if you go here to the browser, called start dot spring.io. Start.spring.io. Okay, it is called Spring Initializer. This is a tool which is available to everybody just to start the base Spring Boot application. It will give a framework. It will create all the directories for you. It will create also a very demo application for you. It will add also whatever packages you did for creating a Spring Boot application. So this is a good tool to just remember. It is called start.spring.io. Okay, so let's create a project, quick project. Okay, Maven, select it. There are two types of applications project you can create. Gradle based. Gradle is another build tool available in the market, which is getting momentum, of course. Gradle and Maven, because we are doing with Maven, so I'll select Maven. Then create the group, which I have created is like my company name, BOC, just created, Big Open Cloud, BOC demo. Group is BOC and it is demo. And the name is demo. So artifact is something, what is the package you want as the output name. Output name, I want the demo, and project name is demo. So, and demo project description, it is just you can write anything you want. So, and the package name, the Java package will be created is boc.demo, and package is a jar. Jar is again, okay, jar is something called Java archive. So it is nothing but simple like a zip. What you know as a zip folder, right? A whole folder can be zipped together into one file, like for portability. So it will be much more portable if you combine the whole folder into one file, so that you just copy the file and go and unzip it. So that is a portability and compression both, right? Compressing, what is the advantage of zip is compression as well as portability. Same thing here. All the Java classes, whenever you create a Java, okay, all the Java applications or Java code ends with .java. All the files ends with .java. Those are all Java files. So whenever you compile those using the Java C, it produces another file called .class. So that is the work of, that is .class is nothing but called the bytecode. So I do not go a bit deeper into it. It is called bytecode. So, and Java runs that class file. Java is the tool, which JAVA, Java is a command, or it is the tool which takes input as the .class file is takes as the input, and it runs it on the JVM. JVM is Java Virtual Machine. So the package name is here. I am going to create a jar file, which is very similar to a zip file. But what it does is it combines all the class files in the project into one file called .jar, J-A-R, Java archive. And that file can be also executed. Instead of executing individual class files, what I'll do is I'll just execute the jar file rather. So it becomes easier for portability and also compression. So that's why it's called archive. So here if you see 8, 11, and 14, it supports all, right? 8, 11, and 14. As we go on, we'll see what is the difference between so because we have just installed 8, so let's select 8. Okay. Now Java again, the Spring Boot applications needs some of the packages, extra packages. So add dependencies. Here, right side, if you see that this is a button here called Add Dependencies. So click that, and you'll see there is a called Spring Web, the very base application, very basic applications. Okay, it requires a Spring Web dependent package. So let's click that Spring Web, and it is selected in the and add it. You can remove it too from the right side here. But that's all I need for the time being, because I want to execute quickly a small Spring Boot applications with Hello World, which should appear on my web browser. And click generate. And it will, you see that there is a file .demo.zip will be downloaded. Let me put that into my D drive. Okay. Okay, D drive. Now I'll go to my D drive. I'll create a new one, maybe called Community Learning. Okay, and I'll put my zip folder there. So here, so that I want to, so that this is the folder where I have my zip file basically, and I'll unzip it here, unzip, extract here. Right now, you see the demo folder having some files here, and also the source code as well, if you see here, right? So now same thing, what I'll do is, now I don't have any work with this, I'll close it. Okay, now I'll open my code, Visual Studio Code. Okay, and go to File and Open Folder, and go to D. Okay, I have multiple. Okay, and open the demo folder. So here, if you see, there is a source code folder is there, one main and Java, and there is a demo application as well, right? So if you see here, the whole folder is created, the folder structure is created, and the one demo file is also given, demo application file, and there is a POM file also. This is actually required for the Maven project to work. Okay, there's a POM file which is actually called deployment descriptor actually. So it can actually describe the whole project. Okay, so this is the one way, and you see here, once you open a Java project, it understood that, the tool understood that this is Java project, so it is asking Java extension pack is recommended for this type of file. So you do want to install it? Yes, I want to install it. So by default, it will install the Java extension pack. Okay. So once you're with this tool, you are kind of platform independent. You can run same thing, same tool on Mac or Windows or Linux, anything. Okay. So here it is telling Java development kit and so on and so forth. But I'll now I'll be comfortable to execute my on the Mac. So I'll come back to my code here, right? So same thing, it is running now on the Mac. Okay, I'll open my code here. The same code. Okay, so here What happened? Let me close it once more and open it. Okay. So I have a demo file. Let me delete it. It's old one. So I have same. Just unzip it. Okay. It's demo here. You see this one. Okay. I'll now reopen it. Why it is not opening? Something is. The system is working today. Mad. I don't know.
If you will close the Visual Studio Code completely, then again if you'll open, maybe it will work.
No, it should work actually. Okay, it is open now. Okay, so this is the demo one. So here you see this. Okay, actually I have this particular, because I'm doing a full screen, it is blocking me. The tool, zoom tool, is blocking me. Okay, so so this is the Java code. You see, I'll not go deeper into the code because many of you would not know it. It is a bit advanced. So who are all familiar with Spring Boot, they will understand it. But if you see here, this is the main function where it runs from here. Okay, just as it is, if you run, it will not do anything. Okay, but if you go to I have changed it. I don't understand writing here code now. If you go to, I have logged into the GitLab. I have to upload it also. In the GitLab, I have uploaded the code too. So GitLab, who are all just already done it, already signed in and opened. If you see here, I have created a project, right? Here I have opened, also uploaded the source code with the same thing. But I have.
So what is the access basically needed? I tried get inside, but I don't see anything project inside.
Okay,
I think yes.
We'll see that accessibility. I think I have to work on the accessibility because I didn't make it public yet. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
So we'll see that later, the accessibility. But let's see how to. If simple, we run this code because we are interested in running the code rather than what the code is, right? So we at least at this point, I'm not interested to take what the code output is, but how to run it. Simple. If you go to this tool, and here if you find there is a terminal, new terminal. Okay. Once you do that, you will find itself. You don't have to open any separate terminal. Same thing with Windows also. Okay. In the Windows, this is Windows. Right? This is Windows. And if you go to here terminal and open a new terminal, this is also same thing. Okay. You see here, and it understands some of the Unix commands also. Right? ls, pwd, all these things. I'm familiar with the Linux commands. So okay, so you see this is the path. This is the file contents. Now here directly, in the demo directory, I'm here, and this is the code, right? Well, this is, again, remember this, I'm executing this now on Windows. Okay, this is my, so that I want to cover actually the Linux as well as Windows guys both, whoever wants to create whatever. It's mostly people in a DevOps environment prefer Linux, but obviously who are all Windows background, they should not be just feel that difference. Okay, so here these tools does not, I don't know, the zoom does not allow me to completely zoom it. Okay, here is our code, and this is our code, and I just, let's terminal, new terminal, and if you see here, we are in the demo directory. It's important to understand which directory you are executing the commands. Okay, so inside demo, go to inside demo. You can do always, if you are in the different one, cd demo to change the directory, and here execute simple mvn just to check mvn is executing or not. If you have done everything correctly, it will obviously simple mvn, you will fail it. Okay, the build will be failure obviously, but because you have not given, it has mvn has it always target what is that you want to do, so it expects a parameter. So mvn clean is a target always. That means it will first clean your environment. If it is anything already there, it will clean it. So if you see clean, actually it will, previously I built it, so it cleaned it, some other previous build. Same thing, this is Windows, and in fact same thing we can do with any other platform. So this is again my Mac, mvn clean. Okay, so this is the, it will call as build success. That means it cleaned. Anything success, it will term is build success. Okay, so I'll switching between Windows and Mac so that you'll be compatible.
Translation, how will you invoke Visual Studio Code in Linux?
Yeah, you can download that. It's available for Linux as well. If you see here, sorry.
Means, my question is like the Linux terminal, from there we need to execute that.
Okay, no, okay. If you want Linux to be used, obviously you do have the X server should be running.
Okay, got it. Yeah, got it.
Without that, how you'll obviously do it?
Okay.
Okay, the X server, that is called X server.
So that should be running. Usually developers, they get the X server to execute from clients?
Yes, they do. Development platform is completely different. Like, okay, without the GUI, normally most of the developers don't work. So most of the developers, they use GUI because faster development. Just writing codes in the command prompt is always cumbersome and it's difficult. So it is good to use any tool, particular development tool like this.
Okay.
Either Eclipse or Code or Visual Studio. The full the code is a small one, actually part of the Visual Studio. So okay. So anyway, so this is Windows, and now mvn. You can execute multiple also. Okay, clean and package. So this is another target. Also, package is means make the whole package, build as a package. So you see here, it is building. First, that means first it will clean the previous build and it will make a new package. That means mvn clean and package. You see here, it is completely, Maven is downloading all the dependency packages from internet. You see here, repo maven apache.org. So it is nothing but, Maven is nothing but a repository of all the dependencies on internet. Okay, so that you are not actually downloading any jar file or the packages who are all already, if you know the Java code. So here it is build success, and if you should do ls, you see that there is something called target here. Target, it's created. Previously it was not there. So if you go to the target, you see there is a jar file here created, demo 101 snapshot.jar. This is the output. Okay, irrespective of the platform. This is Windows platform, and to show you the same thing with my Mac. Here, this is the Mac again. So here, MVN clean package. By the way, just this target, the source was there, target was not there. So it's always after you build, there's a folder called target created. So same thing, if you see here in Windows, previously I had something in the D drive, the demo. Where is my demo? Okay, community learning. This was the demo. This target folder was not there previously, only source code was there. Okay, so inside the target, you see, these are the very important, because why I'm telling what package, because when you have to give the path, you have to know what is the folder name. So target is the folder name always. So, and here you see there is a jar file created. Okay, and to execute that, what you do is Java minus jar. That means you are giving an information to the Java command that you are executing a jar file, not a class path or not a class file. So Java minus jar, and give the path which is executed. So dot target, if you see here, it is a Windows, sorry, it's a Windows. So simple target. Target. Oh, I am already in the target. Sorry, okay. So Java minus jar and target, then demo. This is the jar. Okay, just execute it, enter, and so it is running. Okay, it's allowing me, asking to allow. Okay, so it is running now, and you can open your browser. So this gives one example that how easy it is to create a web-based application simple by one command. And you can go to your local host, port number 8080 by default. Okay, so it is saying, because we don't have any page, so it is giving error that page does not exist, but it is running because you have not created any page. Okay, so that means a web server is running, but we don't have any page. Now let's add the page. Okay, so it's what it did is Spring Boot application created actually a web server. It's Tomcat actually inbuilt Tomcat server, actually it ran behind. Okay, so let's add a page to it. So I have given that already because I didn't want to write here directly, so I have already created that page for you. Let's go to my Mac, and so here I'll close this demo here, and I'll open another package which I have already created. Open. So this is BOC no, DevOps. I created this one. Okay, Spring Boot demo. I created this one, sp-demo. Same thing I created. So what I do is go to source, main, Java, this was there. We have, if you know, this is already there, which I just showed. Okay. So this is already there. What I created is another file called controller.java. This is required if you want to add a page. So what I did is just select the way is just click here. If you see here, new file. So with clicking on new file, I just created a file called demo controller, and I added this Java code. Let's not go deeper into it. Okay, but what exactly is doing? I am adding a path called /demo. That means from the root directory of the web page, I am creating a demo folder, and I am just returning that hello world of Spring Boot. Hello world of Spring Boot. Okay, this is what I'm adding. A page, simple page. So just go to terminal. Here sbdemo, npm clean package. It's built. Now let's go to the browser. This is any browser. So I'll open another browser. So this is localhost 8080/demo. Because why this demo? Okay, is it okay? Why this demo is this is the /demo. Okay, but here I have changed the, just to show the demo, it should be by default 8080 port number. If you see here, it is not coming actually because I'm putting 8080. But let's see if it is the port. How to change the port if you want. By default it is, but if I have changed the port number, so here there is in the resource folder always there is called application properties. Okay, so here I changed the port number, server port 8090. I have changed it purposefully. So now let's go to that and change it to 8090/demo. Should come. Oh, okay, I'm not running it yet. Sorry. Okay, it's just built. I am mad. Okay, so even clean, but I'm not running it yet. So now let's java -jar target. Okay, run it. So now only it will come. You saw it? I just got hello world of Spring Boot. So this is a web server running and exporting the port 8090 and giving a demo folder where I am. So without installing anything, if you see here, typical web server, what we did on the first lecture on cloud, if you see, how did we create a web server? We created a VM, virtual machine. Then we installed the packages of the web server like HTTPD. Then I created a HTML file, index.html file, and I wrote there what should I execute or what should I get, HTML file, right? So here, without doing anything, simple writing a Java code, without installing anything, any application, any web server, Tomcat server, anything, I simply created a Java file, I executed simple Java code, and it created a web server, it created a page, and it gave me the output also. Okay, and it is, you can write, then you can actually change it here if you just want to check here. Even if you want to return something called HTML. I want to return a HTML code actually here. HTML. And let's type body. Here itself, and I can execute it. And body here to write this, and maybe the background simple. I like let it be center. Center, and maybe I want to highlight it. Each one. Right. Let's save it. And let's rerun it. Simple. Once I do it, Control C is actually to stop it. Okay. Control C. So I have to, because I have changed the code, let me build it again. I have to build it because I have changed the code. Okay, then rerun it. Just run it and see the output. You saw it? Hello world of Springboot. In the center, I just changed the output. So this is the way as a developer, I could create something which can be deployed. So this is the starting of DevOps. You see, I'm a developer. I didn't know anything about infrastructure. How to create a web server, I didn't know. I don't want to know. I don't need to know, right? A developer need not know how it will be deployed, but I want to execute it. So this is a development environment. I just created a web server with my code, and who gives me that? Actually, Spring Boot gives that framework. The framework actually, Spring Boot framework creates the web server for me. This is simple application, simple Spring Boot application demo. But now with this same thing, we can create a API also. And that's what we are interested in finally, creating a microservice which creates a API endpoint. What is API endpoint is where users can reach through the API endpoint for a service. So what we'll create is ultimately we'll create a service, we'll expose an API endpoint, and all the clients will call to that API endpoint to get the services, right? So that is what is achieved by a developer. And how, finally, what we'll do is we'll take this jar file and we'll containerize it and then run it as a container, because obviously during deployment, you are not going to run a Java file, right? The Java is a tool useful for running during development. But when we want to deploy it in a deployment production environment, obviously we want much more sophisticated tool to be used for deployment. That time containers are used, and containers are created using Docker. So we'll create a Docker container from this jar file. So this jar file is actually a deployable jar file. Remember the output, which is demo snapped out of the jar, is a deployable file which can be taken and put into a container, Docker container, and can be executed there inside the Docker container. And the port which is executed and which you mentioned here, the port, through that port, the Docker container will be expose that port, and through that port, you can access the application from the Docker container. We'll see those in the later, sometimes later, maybe 2-3 sessions later. But for today, this is, I believe, enough just to start. I just showed how a simple Spring Boot application runs in the code, and I'll fix some of our permissions. If anybody is facing the permission, I have already put this code today I think it's already time. We could not learn Git because we don't have time. But this is the code I have already pushed. The same thing. If you see here, this is the application demo, and this is the controller. So same thing, and we'll see how to access this code using Git maybe next time. But I'll see also in between if I can give you access, or I'll make it public otherwise, so that you will be having, you won't need any accessibility. Anything else? I know we're late. Almost.
So the one question in the terminal, basically how you are executing the Linux command, right? So for that you have a separate setup, or how is that?
No, actually I am. You see, okay, let me go back to my Windows. So you see here, I have not done anything, right? I'm simply executing Linux commands here on the terminal. It is a Windows system, okay?
But it is not the same for me. It is saying that
if you install Git, it comes out with that. If you install Git on your PC.
Yeah, so you install Git. Okay, so but today I think Git is down. Okay, you see here, Git download. I checked it actually. Go to download, and when you click it here, it is giving error. Oh, now it is fixed. I tried 1 hour back. It was giving me error that because it was S3 bucket actually. It was giving that the key is not valid, like the so it was not downloading from they actually Git they have hosted in S3 bucket, looks like. So 1 hour back it was when I was trying to download. Okay, let me finish that then. What you do is, because it's doing now, go to maybe on Google Git download. Okay, as I just did it here, Git download, and go to download here and download for Windows and install it. It's an exe file. Okay, and once you download it, you can. This is a Git client. Okay, it will give us a Git client will be installed. You can just only do this option, next, and just let it be there, and next, and so on and so forth, and next. Git from the command line also in the third-party software, or if you see here, use Git from the Git bash only. This is the recommended one. So put the middle one and next, and give the paths. Just put next, and you see here open SSH. Okay. SSL library, and check out Windows style commit, and check out Unix style endings. If you choose this one, it will be Unix style, and this is also Windows style commit and Unix style endings. Choose the first one better because Windows. Next, then default terminal. Next, enable this and install. Because I have already installed, I don't need to, but this then install. Click install. Okay, and then you can use Git. I will see that in details next time in our next session, next Wednesday. Okay, for today, I think it is enough, and we'll see how we're doing next time. Any doubts quickly?
Sunday we don't have class?
Sorry?
This Sunday we don't have class?
Yeah, we do have, but that is specific to cloud.
Okay.
DevOps on Wednesday, or on not Wednesday, and cloud is on Sunday.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so thanks everybody. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. And please do subscribe to my channel and encourage me to create more training contents. Thank you.